In the winter of 1839, Ireland was a nation grappling with widespread poverty and social unrest. Its population, largely dependent on agriculture, lived in conditions often precarious and vulnerable. Housing, particularly for the rural poor, frequently consisted of small, thatch-roofed cottages. These dwellings offered little protection against the harshest elements. The burgeoning industrial age was still a distant promise for many, leaving communities isolated and self-reliant. This backdrop of hardship would soon converge with an unprecedented natural fury. As evening fell on January 6, 1839, a powerful storm began to sweep across Ireland. What started as heavy rain and strong winds quickly escalated into something far more catastrophic. Witnesses described a sound like roaring thunder, continuous and terrifying. The storm's ferocity intensified dramatically after midnight. Hurricane-force winds, estimated to reach speeds exceeding 120 miles per hour, tore through the island. This was no ordinary winter gale. It was a tempest of historic proportions. The destruction wrought by the storm was immediate and widespread. Thousands of homes, from humble cottages to more substantial structures, were either unroofed or completely demolished. Entire villages were left exposed to the elements. Roofs were lifted clean off their foundations, and walls crumbled under the relentless pressure. Trees, many centuries old, were uprooted and flung across fields and roads. Forests were flattened, altering landscapes forever. Infrastructure, rudimentary as it was, suffered immensely. Churches lost their steeples, mills were shattered, and bridges collapsed. Shipping along the coast faced unimaginable peril, with numerous vessels dashed against the shore. Over 100 ships were wrecked or driven ashore. This maritime disaster claimed countless lives and cargo, severing vital trade links. The sea itself became an extension of the land's devastation. The human toll of the Night of the Big Wind was profound. Official records report between 250 and 300 fatalities, but the true number is likely much higher. Many deaths went unrecorded in the chaos. Thousands were left homeless, injured, or destitute overnight. Families huddled together in the ruins of their homes, battling frostbite and exposure. The immediate aftermath was a desperate struggle for survival. Livestock perished in great numbers, and agricultural lands were ruined. Fences and walls were obliterated, allowing animals to roam free and crops to be destroyed. The economic impact was devastating for an already struggling populace. Charitable efforts were initiated, but the sheer scale of the disaster overwhelmed local resources. The storm exacerbated existing poverty, pushing many communities further into destitution. Recovery would be a long and arduous process. The Night of the Big Wind, or an Ishe Mór na Gairt in Irish, quickly embedded itself into the national consciousness. It became a benchmark against which all subsequent storms were measured. Its memory was passed down through generations. Folk tales and oral histories preserved the terrifying experience, becoming part of Ireland's cultural heritage. It stands distinct from other periods of suffering, a purely natural calamity in a history often marked by man-made struggles. Comparing its impact to other natural events reveals its uniqueness. While the Great Famine brought prolonged suffering, the 1839 storm delivered a sudden, violent blow that reshaped the immediate environment and left an indelible mark. It highlighted the fragility of life and structures against nature's raw power. The event prompted some improvements in building techniques and a greater awareness of storm preparedness. However, the technology of the time offered little in the way of prediction or rapid response. The Night of the Big Wind serves as a stark reminder of humanity's vulnerability to natural forces. It underscores the importance of resilient infrastructure and community preparedness. For historians, it offers a lens through which to understand early 19th century Irish society. It reveals the interconnectedness of environment, economy, and social well-being. The memory of 1839 ensures not just as a tale of destruction, but as a testament to the resilience of a people confronted by unimaginable adversity. Its legacy is etched into the very fabric of Ireland's history.